Peace and blessings. This video is made to show gratitude to the Most High by whatever name you use. Because for surety, I would not be speaking with you right now without His power, mercy and grace, supported very enthusiastically by my ancestors and those around the throne who protect me. I give thanks to the Most High mothers and fathers, the creators of all that is. I want to make people aware we are in a spiritual war. These are the end times the ancient ones spoke of. There is a lot of heinous, murderous, and very low vibrational things going on behind the scenes. Some of which you may be aware of, some of which you are not aware of. I come here today to speak from my heart. I am not a religious man, but I give thanks to the Creator of all things. He carried me through the dark nights of the soul. And as I say that, I like to speak about these walk-ins or zombies that are now walking the streets of the world. What do I mean? I'm not talking about those people, or should I say addicts, drug addicts. Although yes, they are zombified too. I am talking about people very close to you, whether they be your family, your neighbors, strangers, same way. Look into their eyes, especially if you knew them before the last 2-3 years, and you will notice that that person who you knew is not there anymore. They're not behind the eyes. There's a different being in the house. There's something that I need to explain pertaining to spiritual laws. You have people going around throwing black magic here, there and everywhere, and not thinking that it can come back to them. Not thinking that, oh, it's missed me, but it can hit one of their family members. I spoke to somebody beginning of this year who is really a two-faced somebody, and they said They lost 7 people. And you know who you are. If you see this video, you know who you are, who I speak of. You said you lost 7 people last year. And I believe that at least 5, at least, was due to black magic, if not all of them. Because if you are not involved via your own hands, you spend money and have it done on people. So those 7 people who you say you lost, allegedly, I don't accept that. You know who I'm speaking of. You know who you are. You're looking for sympathy. Oh, I lost 7 people last year. Moving on. These same people who tell you that they don't use black magic, or should I say, they're the first ones to tell you they don't believe in it, or they don't accept it as truth. It doesn't exist. These are the same people who are the first in the line of the Obeah shop when it opened first thing in the morning. They are the first ones in line with their money. When the Obeah come and open up him shop in the morning. We are in a spiritual war. Back to these spiritual laws. If you think that throwing black magic, your evil eye, your bad intentions, whatever it is of that persuasion against people who have done you no harm and do not expect any repercussions, you are living in a fantasy. You are living with your eyes closed and your mind closed. You are fools. What you don't understand is that these magics are used for defense. We only need to go back to the Haitian Revolution, where those kidnapped called on their creators and their protectors and defeated the oppressors. These magics are used for defense, not offense. But people want to abuse their so-called power, of which they have none, for they do not know how to control it. Which is why they are not leaders. Which is why they hate those who have the auras of balance, who are okay by themselves, who do not need validation from flesh. When you throw this dark magic around, if you believe, oh, I've been doing this for years and nothing's ever come back to me, it might miss you but hit your family. But many of you don't give a fuck about nobody but yourselves anyway. Because as long as you can get what you get or what you want, you're okay, Jack. I speak for those who are gang stalked by monitor spirits. What do I mean? Monitor spirits are just like gang stalkers. They are gang stalkers, sent by warlocks and witches to monitor the righteous, or those who do not partake in the low vibrational acts of the majority of people in the world. Those who have done the shadow work to better themselves, to become better self. Those advocates who try to deal with self-love. Those who don't need to be around friends locking frock tail and gossiping, rather than looking within and trying to improve yourself. Because these people are jealous that we don't need validation from others. They cast these spells. But we have to realize also, for those who know, there is a thing called karmic debt. Debts that follow spirits through lifetimes. And this is for those people who accept reincarnation and the like. I am not for everybody. I do not seek your validation, but I speak my truth. Many are born into this life with debts that they need to repay, or karma that they need to burn off from past lives. Why some may be born into poverty, some may be born with sickness, etc., etc. Some are from lineage of healers. Some came to this life to break curses from generations of their family. I am such a being. Who came to pay the karmic debts of my family, my ancestors, those who walked the planet before me. People don't understand who I am and what is truly at stake. I am the manifestation of each and every ancestor of my bloodline. I came here not to fuck around with nobody. I choose to keep my darkness in check because I have faith in the Most High and my unseen ancestors within and without me, all around me. I have unshakable faith in nature, and it is natural that today is for you, but tomorrow will be for me. I came to burn off the karmic debts of my ancestors, and I come to walk the steps of those greats who have ascended before me, of my bloodline and my spirit line. This is a message for my neighbors and my community. I forgive you all, but you do not know who you are playing with. And I threaten nobody physically. But like I said, we are in a spiritual war. I am protected and I will be defended. And if you do not know this by now, then you must pay the consequences. I have done none of you any harm. But you wish to put me in the earth. Well, so be it. I hope when the consequences reach you, you don't be bitching, because I don't want to hear your bullshit. I am not one who does dark magic on the offensive. And even though I have been attacked since birth, I've never raised a spell against anyone. I am not perfect. But I overstand the cycle of life and the cycle of karma, because I came to break the cycles of such. And many of you wish to stop me in my tracks, to do the works that are bigger than myself. You wish to put me in the earth. Will I call your judgment? For I am your karma. I came here to heal you. Little did you know this, or do you know this, but you choose to turn your back on me and fight against me and try and compete with me. I do not compete with you because you do not compare. I walk by myself in the valley of the shadow of death because I have no fear. Especially of cowards who hide in the darkness, amongst groups, in your secret societies and your covens. You crooked cops and you crooked judges, lawyers and such. You crooked housing associations. Yeah, yeah. Let me be and let me do the work I came here to do. Or you will regret fucking with me. This is past me. This is out of my hands. This is not my ego speaking. This is out of my hands. If you do not step out of my way and allow me to continue with my works, dog nyam your supper. I am not a religious man. I am nature. I am one who nurtures. I am a healer who walked dark nights of the soul and came back alone. I faced my demons and still have demons to fight. But I do not project my low vibration or negativity on others to feel good within myself, to feel like, yeah, I put him in his place. We all have our place. And trust me, you continue coming against me, you will be a base. As I said, the repercussions are out of my hands. This is not my ego speaking. I of myself need to do you nothing. I told you at the start of the video, this is a spiritual war. A message to my so-called family. The things you have stolen and steal from me will be replenished. They will be recovered. So prepare for your judgment. A message to my neighbors and strangers. Keep doing what you do. In darkness, it shall come to light. You may think you have the upper hand. This is out of mine and your hands. I am that I am. And I give thanks to the Most High. And even before Him, to all that is. This is all for now.